Hola, hola, hola. Hello, 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 my beautiful planner babe divas. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl here, Daniela, the planning diva. Thank you so much for stopping by, spending some time with me here today. I really appreciate it. Daisy's trying to get into the garage. Let's go get her. I hope you divas are doing well. It's Sunday morning, September the 28th, question mark. Let's see. September the 28th, and we are sitting down to plan out the work week in my Erin Condren, my EC vertical, in this super cute fall themed color palette design. Look at the pumpkins. Pumpkins make me so happy, you guys. And my house is freshly decorated for fall. I meant to do it last weekend for the fall equinox, but you know, sometimes things don't go according to plan. So I finally got around to decorating the house yesterday. I put out all my fall decorations, all of the pumpkin things, all of the fall scented things. I had my first pumpkin spice latte yesterday. Ooh, so I'm definitely in the fall season. I pulled out my seasonal mug. I store this mug with all of my fall decor and I bring it out during this time of the year. So, I'm so excited, you guys. The mug is out. Fall has officially arrived. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna be planning out my work week in my EC, and it's gonna be a busy week, I think. It's gonna start off a little bit rough, but we'll get into that. So yeah, I haven't been super good about my EC in the last couple of weeks. September was a little bit rough, but I was in it last week. I'm proud to report. And I'm gonna be in it this coming week. So progress, you guys. And this coming week is gonna be the first week of October. October starts Wednesday, October the 1st. Cannot believe it. 3 more months left in the year, you guys. And then it's 2026. My goodness. But without further ado, let's turn the camera around and get to planning. Vámonos. Okay, you guys, we're here with my EC. How cute is she? I kind of regret getting this multicolored coil, the sunset coil, I believe it's called. It is very beautiful, but I don't think it goes well with a lot of planner covers. I feel like it clashes a little bit, especially with this cover. This cover is so cute, you guys. The pumpkins, they get me every time. So, you know what? I never wrote my name down here. Oh my goodness. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. I'm trying to use up stickers in this sticker book in particular, so might as well use up stickers, right? So give me a second. I'm gonna do this really quick. Nothing crazy, just a little fun sticker moment here. Trying to use up these stickers, and then let's get to business, you guys. So let's flip to September. Here we go. I have a bunch of stickers in my sticker folio, my Spread Happy, I think it's called Spread Happy sticker folio. A bunch of stickers in here, which I will pull for. So September was a little bit rough, you guys. I gotta stop moving this camera. Okay, so September was a bit rough, you guys. This is the divider art for September. September monthly, I haven't really been using it too much, honestly, but I have started to use it more so. This is where I keep track of all of the litters that we need to wean, and it's really messy here because I messed up and I wrote things down wrong, and so I had to cross things out and fix things. The overview page and this page for just notes, I don't really use these pages. I wish I did. I'm gonna try to figure out how to use them in the new month. I know 3 months left in the year and I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna use those pages. I just never got into the habit of using them this year, which I have my planner for 2026 for work. It's gonna be an EC vertical, same story, but maybe in 2027 I'll switch it up. If I don't figure out how to use these pages, it just might not make sense for me to have an EC. So yeah, September, kind of rough, you guys. Kind of rough. I went 3 full weeks without using my planner, but August was actually okay. This one I didn't really do anything. August was all right. Debatable, you guys, whether August was all right. But I did use it more so in August than I did in September. This was what I planned out in my last work plan with me video. And I did use it this week, so I'm very happy about that. And now it's October. We have my melody, keep going, keep growing, very cute. The October monthly, which I'm not going to worry about in this video. The overview, a notes page, and then we have the weekly. You guys, I'm going to try my hardest to be in here as much as possible in the remaining 3 months of the year. Because this is it, you guys. This is the last 3 months of the year, and my use of this planner throughout the year has been off and on. It hasn't been great, and I really want to hit 2026. I want to hit the ground running, and what better way to do that than to make sure that I'm in my work planner consistently for 3 months before 2026 even starts. Like, now is the time to start your New Year's resolutions, you guys. You cannot wait until the new year to do your New Year's resolutions. You got to start early. Okay, you guys, let's start decorating the page and setting things up. So last week I used this Love to Teach sticker book from the Paper Curator. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to grab another sticker book. I'm going to be using Teachers Are Heroes sticker book. This is a new sticker book to me. I picked it up for $5 at Michael's. What a steal. And school is in session. It's officially in session on my campus. I work at UC San Diego, the University of California, and classes started last week. Thursday was the first day of classes. They have this thing where they have 2 days, Thursday and Friday of classes, before the actual quarter really starts. So this is going to be week 1. I might even write it up here at the top, week 1. It's nice to, keep track of the academic calendar. I'm not really on it, but I definitely feel like the ebb and flow of the energy on campus, and particularly when it comes to rush hour traffic and parking on campus, you definitely know, if students are, in session or not. So it's kind of nice to keep track of. Okay, so let us start with goals. That's how I always start. I use the sidebar for goals, and I like having a little header sticker. These crayon stickers are so cute. I'm gonna use this for my little header sticker. I am trying to use up some stickers in my Miss Maker sticker book. So I'm thinking that I could use some of these dot stickers here as little bullet points for my goals. So let's set up some goals. 8 goals. 8 goals. That's good, right? Let's put that away. Okay, time to think about my goals. First goal is my genotyping goal. I always try to maintain the mouse colony at 99% completion. So my main job, my main priority is to do the genetics of our mouse colony. We have about 500 mice in our mouse colony. All of them need to be genotyped, meaning that some of their genes, I need to figure out what type of genes they have. There's, anywhere from 1 to 3 to even 4 genes per mouse that I need to determine what the genetics are. And we get about anywhere from 10 to 30 new mice every week being born. And those newly born mice, they need to be genotyped. Their genetics need to be determined. And so every week I try to sit at 99% total completion of genotyping. So 99% of the mice in our colony are fully genotyped. Right now I'm sitting at 100%, you guys, but I know that I'm going to have to do some more genotyping as more mice have been born. So by the end of the week, I want to be sitting at 99%. My second big goal is a comprehensive colony check. I do that every Wednesday for a couple of hours. When the colony is huge, it can take me literally all day. When the colony is smaller, I can complete it in about 4 hours. But it's always a major goal that I try to accomplish by Wednesday. Goal number 3 is prep bleomycin experiment. We're having a big experiment on Monday, and I need to do a lot of prep work for it. And I also need to follow the mice throughout the week, tracking their body weight to make sure they're not losing significant amounts of weight. I also need to practice a new technique involving the lung injury model. So I've been talking about this in my last couple of work planner videos. I'm doing this technique where we insert a pipe essentially into the lungs of the mouse and injure the lungs using a chemical spray. And I have this particular tool that I use for it, but Friday afternoon, this past Friday, in the afternoon, literally a few hours before everyone was going to head off for the weekend, this tool essentially got clogged and stopped working, and so now we have to scramble and figure out a new method for the Monday experiment. And I was actually using the tool when it stopped working, so I was really frustrated. I don't think it's my fault. I think it's the tool's fault. It's just a finicky piece of equipment, and it really wasn't the best to begin with. But now I need to practice this new bleo technique, or this new lung injury technique, using a different method. So I might focus on that throughout the week. I need to read a paper. You guys, I've been saying that I'm going to be reading this paper like every single week, and I don't do it. So I'm just going to give myself a smaller goal. I'm just going to read the introduction to the paper. I also want to write up my lung injury report of all the practice I've been doing. Ooh, I need to coordinate my undergrad volunteers. And I want to do a little litter analysis write-up. So I have all of the data of all of the litters that are born, and I want to kind of create a graph showing all of the litter sizes across the last year. It's not high priority, but it would be fun to do that. So those are my goals, you guys. Those are good goals. Let's see. Monday is going to be the most stressful day, in my opinion, because not only do we have that experiment coming up. Oh, this is a big sticker book also, by the way, you guys. Yeah, not only do we have this experiment coming up, which I feel like we're going to end up doing this from like 11 to maybe 2 p.m. So we're going to do this experiment I've been practicing for the last week, but I've been practicing using this particular instrument, which doesn't work anymore. We left it soaking in ethanol over the weekend to see if it would get unclogged, but I don't know if I have high hopes about whether it's going to get fixed by Monday. But Monday morning, I need to prep for the experiment, which includes practice. It includes weighing the mice. It includes prepping the anesthesia and the bleo for that's the chemical irritant, and just getting all the materials in order for the experiment. So that's going to take me, I'm going to say, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's going to be the prep. And then for the rest of the afternoon, probably just experiment cleanup and write up. So 2 to 4 p.m. I'm also just not going to plan a lot for the afternoon in case the experiment starts later and so runs later on. I also don't want to plan a lot because I actually have to sub in art class Monday. So I have to leave at 4 p.m. and that is going to last till about 9:45. That's when I get home. So I leave work at 4 p.m. and then I don't get back home until essentially 6 hours later. It's an hour and a half to drive down to the prison and an hour to drive back up, and then the class itself is 3 hours. So that's kind of where things go. Okay, Tuesday. Let me fold this up. So Tuesday, let's put down one of these little apple stickers. How cute is that? I am trying my hardest to get rid of these little dot stickers. So let's pull up some of these. There we go. And I need to weigh the experiment mice. I need to do some weanings. I do want to check on some pregnancies. So that's going to be Mouse House. And that's going to be 9 a.m. to about, let's say 1 p.m. And then do we have a lab meeting? Let's see. Pull up my calendar. Yes, we have a lab meeting. Rats, you guys. Let me pull out my working days sticker book, and then let's find a box here. Yeah, we can use one of these meeting boxes. So lab meeting 2:15 to about 4:30 p.m. That's usually how long it lasts. Let me make sure that the time hasn't shifted. Oh, okay, yeah, it did shift, so I'm glad that I checked. It's gonna start at 1:30 actually. Usually it starts at 2:15, but it's gonna start at 1:30 this week. So I'm really glad I checked. So 1:30 to 3:30. So that means I only have 30 minutes in between Mouse House and lab meeting. So I'll probably have like lunchtime at that point and lab meeting prep. And then we have lab meeting till 3:30. And then the time after lab meeting, if it does end at 3:30, which I assume it is shifted earlier because someone has to leave at 3:30, so it's going to end at that time. So I'll have an hour and a half till 5 to do something, and so I'm going to start doing like DNA extractions and PCR prep for genotyping. And then for my extracurricular activity, which is going to be 5 to 7 p.m., I'm going to work on our male Hymenoptera paper. This is a paper I'm writing, trying to finish up from my postdoc. I'm actually going to devote like 2 days to this, Tuesday and Wednesday. But before we get to Wednesday, let's plan out Wednesday, the actual day first. So Wednesday, it's always kind of the same thing. Let's put a little deco here. As I said, I have this comprehensive colony check every Wednesday, and that is usually from 9 a.m. to, I think I'm gonna book till 2 p.m. And I still need to weigh the mice every day, so I need to make sure I'm doing that. Weanings, and then just like a comprehensive colony check. Let's have some more dots. So breeders, requests, consolidate / euthanize, and cage cards. Perfect. So there we have that. And then afternoon, Wednesday afternoon, I'm going to set that aside for genotyping and data entry from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. So 3 hours to do that. I think I should finish everything I need to do by then for genotyping, and ideally I'll have the colony at 100% completed at that point. And then in the afternoon, for my extracurricular work, I'm going to keep on working on this manuscript from 5 to 7. There we go. So there's that. Moving on to Thursday. Let's have another one of these beautiful stickers. They're so gorgeous. And then I think Thursday is when I'm going to do my practice, my bleomycin practice. And that should be from 9 a.m. to about 3 p.m. maybe. And then following that, I'll write the report of all my results. So that should take me from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. And then for the extracurricular activity, I need to do some paperwork for my art organization. So that's going to be 5 to 7. There we go. And then what else do I need to do? Ooh, I need to coordinate my volunteers. Hopefully I can get them to come in on Friday. We'll see. Friday's going to be kind of an open day for me. By Friday, I'm hoping to have finished a lot of the things that I need to finish. So it's going to be kind of open. So Friday is going to be catch-all day for any remaining tasks. I'm going to try to coordinate my volunteers to come in on Friday. And then I'm also going to read the GRP 78 paper. And then the litter size analysis. And I also need to weigh mice on Thursday. I'll probably do that at 9 a.m. when I pick up the mice from the vivarium. And then I also need to weigh the mice on Friday as well. And I'll probably do that at 9 a.m. Extracurricular activity, I don't think I'll be able to do anything Friday. I think Steven and I have like an event planned Friday night, so I need to figure that out. This weekend is also going to be really busy. I do have a couple of things that I need to do though, so I'm going to make a list here. Ooh, let's put one of these large stickers here. How cute is this? Planning for bright futures. And then let's put one of these school supply. And then let's put one of these school supply bouquets there. Cute. And then let's do a couple of boxes for the weekend here. Ooh, I love the sticker book so much, you guys. I'll plan on it. Sticker. So sometime during the week, I would like to do some more project paint paperwork. And I would like to work on the male Hymenoptera manuscript, any remaining tasks that need to be done there. Okay, and that's it. It's going to be a packed weekend already, so I'm hesitant to like plan any more plans for the weekend. Okay, so this is the finished spread, you guys. It looks so cute. I really like it. Let's add some more decor at the top. This top bar always feels so empty to me, you guys. So I always try to add some things up here. Maybe one of these. Oh, I love that. Nice. Okay, you guys, that is the finished spread. I hope you enjoyed this video. Good luck with your work week, all your work responsibilities this week. You can do it. I believe in you. And I will check in with you next week about how this week went, if I managed to hit all of my extracurricular goals down here. And with that, I hope to see you in my next video. So until then, stay safe. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, happy planning. Adios.